It's 8:30 inches the morning. Your toddler won't let you leave the room. They're crying, clinging, begging you to stay. You feel the guilt rising. You think, am I making them too dependent? Am I spoiling them? Why can't they just be independent like other kids? But here's what happens next. This is the part most parents and most parenting influencers get completely wrong about Japanese parenting. Japanese families discovered something about emotional development and the nervous system that completely flips our understanding of independence. It's called Ame, and no, it's not the Ame method you're seeing all over Instagram. That's just trendy repackaging. What I'm about to show you is the real practice, backed by 50 plus years of research that explains why Japanese kids are the world's most independent elementary schoolers despite being raised with more physical closeness, more co-sleeping, and more validated dependency than almost any other culture. Most parents are accidentally teaching their kids that vulnerability is shameful and closeness is weakness. But you won't be one of them after today. Here's what happens when your child clings to you. You try to fix it fast. You encourage independence. You say things like, "You're a big kid now. You can do this on your own. Mommy has to go. Don't be a baby." Maybe you gently pry their fingers off your leg. Maybe you sneak out while they're distracted. Maybe you offer rewards. "If you let me go without crying, I'll give you a treat later." Here's what you probably don't realize. When you rush to push independence, your child's brain reads it as rejection. The amygdala, the fear center, activates. Their nervous system interprets, my need for closeness is bad, I'm too much, I have to hide my vulnerability. So they either cling harder out of panic, or they shut down emotionally and stop asking for what they need. What could have been 30 seconds of reassurance becomes 10 minutes of escalating distress. And here's what they're learning. Needing someone makes you weak. Asking for comfort gets you pushed away. Big feelings should be hidden. If you've done this, if you felt the pressure to create independence and responded by pushing them away, you're not broken. You're human. This is what most of us were taught, that independence is the goal, that needing others is immaturity. But Japanese parents figured out something completely different. Picture this. A Japanese mother watching her 3-year-old daughter wake up crying in the middle of the night. The child is calling for her. She doesn't say, "You're fine, go back to sleep." She doesn't ignore it to teach self-soothing. She goes to her immediately, sits beside her, holds her close, and stays. She might even bring the child into her bed. And within minutes, the crying stops. The child's breathing syncs with hers. It's like watching a nervous system reset in real time. Japanese parents don't rush to create independence. They saturate with connection first because they understand something about emotional development that Western psychology is only now catching up to. When you respond to dependency needs consistently, your child's nervous system learns, I am safe. My needs matter. I can trust others. This is the foundation of Ame, the secure expectation that you can depend on another's love. Here's the key. Ame isn't about creating clingy kids. It's about filling the emotional tank so completely that the child naturally moves toward independence from a place of security, not fear. Japanese psychologist Takeo Doi spent decades researching this. He found that cultures that validate dependency in early childhood, that say, yes, you can lean on me fully, actually produce more independent, emotionally regulated adults. Because true independence doesn't come from forced separation. It comes from knowing you have a secure base to return to. So let me be clear about what I'm sharing today. This isn't the Ame method, because Ame was never meant to be a rigid parenting technique. It's a cultural understanding of emotional interdependence. But what I'm going to show you is how to practice Ame-style responsiveness in a way that works for modern parents, whether you're in New York, London, or Paris. I need to warn you. The first step will feel completely wrong if you've been taught that independence is the ultimate goal. Every instinct will scream at you that you're creating dependency. That's exactly why it works. I'm going to show you 5 simple shifts in how you respond to your child's need for closeness. And I want you to follow along because when you see how this actually builds confidence, not clinginess, you'll understand why Japanese elementary schoolers navigate subway systems alone while still sleeping in their parents' rooms at night. 60 seconds per shift, 5 minutes total. That's all we need to rewire how you respond to dependency. Ready? Let's break it down. Step 1. Pause and reframe. The instant your child clings to you, cries, or begs you to stay, stop yourself before you try to fix it. Don't say, "You're fine." Don't say, "Be a big kid." Don't try to make them stop needing you. Instead, take one breath and tell yourself silently, "This need is not a problem. This is my child asking to feel safe." When you pause like this, your body language softens. Your child's brain reads safety instead of rejection. The fear center in their brain starts to calm. 1 minute done. 4 to go. Step 2. Validate out loud. Get down to their eye level and say exactly this. "I hear you. You want me close right now. That makes sense." That's it. No but. No, you'll be okay. Just pure validation. When you validate first, their nervous system registers, "My feeling is real. I'm not too much." Their thinking brain comes back online. 2 minutes done, 3 to go. Step 3. Give physical closeness. If they want to be held, hold them for 30 seconds. If they want to sit in your lap, let them. If they need you in the room, stay without checking your phone. Your calm presence does something physical. Their stress hormone drops. Their heartbeat syncs with yours. This is called co-regulation. Their nervous system borrows your calm. 3 minutes done, 2 to go. Step 4. Transition together. Now you can introduce the separation, but you do it together, not by pushing them away. Say, "Let's take 3 deep breaths together. Then I'm going to step into the other room and you're going to be okay because you're full of my love." You're not saying, "Stop needing me." You're saying, "You have enough connection now to be brave." 4 minutes done, 1 to go. Step 5. Welcome the return. When they do the hard thing, let you leave, try something new, and then run back to you for a hug. Welcome it. Don't say, "See, you didn't need me." Say, "You did something hard and now you're back." I love that. This teaches them, I can be brave and I can need my parent. Both are okay. 5 minutes done. Here's what this looks like in real life. Without these steps, your child clings at drop-off. You say, "Mommy will be back soon," while peeling their hands off. They scream louder. The teacher has to pull them away. They learn, needing mom makes her leave faster. With these steps, same drop-off. You kneel down. You say, "You want me to stay." You hold them for 30 seconds. You breathe together. You say, "I'll be back after snack time." They still cry, but softer. They let you go. The intensity shifts because the need was met first. Here's what just happened in those 5 minutes. You paused instead of pushing. Your body signaled safety. You validated their feeling instead of dismissing it. And their nervous system went from threat mode to connection mode. But here's what matters most. You didn't just stop a tantrum. You taught their brain a new pattern. When your child feels that panic of separation, the amygdala, the fear center, hijacks the prefrontal cortex, the thinking part of the brain. Telling them, "You're fine," bounces off. But when you meet the need first, when you fill the tank with presence, you're actually reaching the limbic system. And once they feel safe, the thinking brain comes back online. But here's the real payoff. You're rewiring how their brain handles vulnerability and connection. Over time, sometimes in just 2 to 3 weeks, the clinginess becomes less frequent and less intense. Not because you're controlling them, but because their brain is learning. When I need connection, I get it, so I don't have to panic. I don't have to cling desperately because I trust it will be there. That pattern compounds. The child who learns "my needs are valid" at 3 becomes the 10-year-old who can ask for help without shame, the teenager who can be vulnerable in relationships, the adult who doesn't equate independence with emotional isolation. Now, I know what you're thinking. What if this just makes them more clingy? What if I'm creating a child who can never function without me? Let me walk you through what actually happens. Day 1. You try this and it feels like it's making things worse. They ask for more closeness. They test whether you really mean it. You stay calm while they cling harder. That's not failure. That's them checking. Is this safe? Can I really trust this? Don't interpret it as backsliding. Day 3. The crying sounds different. Less panicked. More like release. They're beginning to trust the pattern. They might still cling, but they calm faster. They let you leave a little easier. Day 5. Your child has a meltdown at drop-off, but they recover in half the time. And when they're calm, they wave goodbye instead of screaming. They're learning. Mom comes back. My need was met. I can be okay now. This isn't magic. It's pattern training. And patterns take consistency, not perfection. You're retraining a nervous system that's been wired for connection means rejection is coming. Probably because well-meaning people told you to encourage independence too early. That rewiring takes repetition. But most parents report genuine shifts within 1 to 2 weeks of consistent practice and not perfection. Just consistent yes to the need before the, now let's try this hard thing. The clinginess doesn't increase. It peaks briefly as they test your reliability, then it drops as they learn to trust. Let me tell you what this looks like 6 months in. Your child is starting first grade. It's the first day. They're nervous about the new teacher, the new classroom, the fact that you won't be there. You don't even think about it anymore. The old you would have said, "You're going to be fine. You're a big kid now. Just go in and make friends." But now you just kneel down. You say, "This feels scary." You hold them for 20 seconds. You breathe together, and you wait. Here's what happens. Within 2 minutes, they take a deep breath. They look at you. They say, "Okay, I'm ready." The tension in their shoulders releases. The tears stop. They go into the classroom. And 10 minutes later, the teacher texts you a photo. Your child is smiling, building blocks with another kid. That's not just a good drop-off. That's emotional regulation. That's a nervous system that's learned. I can feel scared and move forward. I can need my parent and be brave. That's the foundation of who they'll become. Your child's tantrums don't just become shorter, they become communication. Because they learn something most kids never learn, that big feelings are information, not emergencies. That needing help is strength, not weakness. That they can trust themselves because they learn to trust you first. You'll notice it in small ways at first. They tell you when they're scared instead of melting down. They ask for a hug before trying something new instead of avoiding it. They come to you after a hard day instead of shutting down. That's not dependence. That's secure attachment. Bedtimes that used to take an hour with battles and bargaining now take 15 minutes. The separation anxiety that used to spike before every new experience now passes in moments. Their little body learns a new pattern. Feel the need. Get it met. Move forward. And you get something back. You get to be the safe place instead of the drill sergeant. You get to model that emotional needs matter. You become the parent who raises a child that doesn't have to choose between being close and being capable. And they become the person who can do both, need others deeply and stand on their own confidently. So here's your challenge. The next time your child clings to you, cries for you, or refuses to let you leave, maybe tomorrow morning, maybe at bedtime tonight, I want you to try something different. Don't say you're fine. Don't say be a big kid. Don't distract them, rush them, or pull away. Just follow the 5 steps. Pause and reframe. Validate out loud. Give physical closeness. Transition together. Welcome the return. If you want, set a 1-minute timer and watch what happens. You'll see the shift long before the minute ends because the need gets met first. Here is the full circle moment. Remember that morning scene at the beginning? The clinging, the guilt, the panic, the fear that you're spoiling them? Here is the truth. With this approach, the problem doesn't magically disappear. The clinginess might still show up. The sandwich might still be cut wrong. The morning might still be chaotic. But your child learned something more important than getting their way. They learn that their feelings are not too much. They learn that you won't disappear when they need you. They learn that connection is safe and bravery grows from closeness, not distance. And that changes everything. Your child won't remember the exact tantrum, or what started it, or how long it lasted, but they will remember how you made them feel in that moment. Safe, seen, worth coming back to. So choose who you want to be in the next moment they reach for you. Choose to be the place their nervous system learns to trust. Then, come back and tell me what shifted. Share your story in the comments. Tell me how the first week felt, what surprised you, what softened, what changed. This isn't a perfect parent method. It's a human parent method. And the stories you share help other parents see that they're not alone. If your heart feels a little lighter right now, or if parenting feels a little less overwhelming, we're in this together. Subscribe to the channel where we grow calm, confident kids by connecting first and correcting later.